Dear volunteers, thank you for signing up for Saturday, 7th of June at HSNC first and then at the Punjabi Mela to volunteer for Ishani's bone marrow drive. I wanted to give you a sense of what to expect, especially at HSNC as you volunteer. By now you would have received your assignments of what you're doing. You're either a solicitor or an onboarder or a swabber. In reality, what will happen is that you might have to be wearing multiple hats and doing one or more of these during the time that you're there. But my goal today is to kind of give you a sense of what each of these roles are and how we will go through the process and how things are going to look like from the end of the person who's coming there and is going to be swabbed successfully by us. So as people walk in or they have come to HSNC for something else such as blood donation or have even come to the mandir to do pranam, the goal of the solicitor or the solicitors is to engage them and encourage them to get their mouth swabbed as a potential donor. So we've had a few sessions in public places with some success about how we can do this. So I just want to share a minute-long script of how I've been doing it, and I've had some success in doing that. So you would greet the person and say, hello, we are here today to engage people in getting a mouth swab. And the goal of this is to get more sign-ups for bone marrow donors. As you probably know, the South Asian community is underrepresented in the number of donors. Unfortunately, in our community, our friend's daughter, 10-year-old daughter from Apex, who's had a relapse of leukemia, desperately needs a bone marrow transplant. Would you have 2 minutes to kind of quickly sign up? And we are here ready to swab your mouth. The steps are very easy. Just scan this QR code on your phone and take 2 minutes to answer some very simple basic questions: name, address, telephone number, emergency contact, and some basic information about any diseases you might or might not have. At the end of it, you will come to a place where you can have a choice of either getting swabbed on site right now or having a swab kit mailed to you, which will reach you in 7 days. Please make the choice of getting swabbed right now. So once you're done filling in this information, let us know and we will walk you to the table where one of our friends is going to help you get swabbed, and it won't take even 2 minutes. Do you have any questions? And so this is the part where people may have questions about what exactly will happen, will my blood be drawn, and things of that nature. Somewhere along this also we have to kind of work in the fact that the only people eligible for this are in the age group 18 to 40. So the very fact that I am walking up to a person and talking to them, I have to exercise some amount of judgment call as to whether I think this person is over 18 but under 40 or not. So somebody traveling with a very young child is likely to be under 40. Someone who looks like a student is most likely to be above 18 and below 40. Obviously someone who looks like a grandparent or middle-aged like myself is unlikely to be 40. In which case one can, if one has started the conversation, just ask, are there any family members you have who would be within the eligible age range? And if they are, would you encourage them to sign up? Or would you like to spread the word in your community, in your neighborhood? So every touch point is a way to reach out to more and more people. So let's say they are engaged and start the process. They've already scanned the code onto their phone. By the way, if they don't have a smartphone, you can use your own phone. It's just basically a device to scan a QR code. Once they go in, it's their own information they're putting in. As an onboarder, it is good to be around the people as they are going through the questions. It's about a 3 to 4 minute process because they may get stuck somewhere and may have questions. As an onboarder, we can go through their, the view on their phone and help them if they have any questions that at least we can answer. This whole process, once it's done, culminates in that point where they choose the option to get a swab done at the location right now, and then the very next thing they do is answer yes to the question which says, do you want to do this for Ishani Rawat?
NMDP Swabber Take 1.
Now we are at the final point. So they have come to that point where they are going to get swabbed in person on site. Lead them or point them to the table. We will have a number of people set up there with stacks of envelopes like this, which are swabbing kits. And as the person reaches a person sitting there to do the swabbing, the first thing that they will have to do, which is what the next step is on their phone, is they are required to scan the testing kit. The envelope of the testing kit has a barcode scan on the top. That's not what they need to scan. What they need to scan is the QR code on the bottom. So if necessary, the swabber will actually hold up the envelope like this so that it is easy for the potential donor to scan the QR code. So they do that and then they hit the word submit. So now it's the final step. They are going to get swabbed. The swabber will open the envelope, take out this kit. This kit, and some of you know that from attending the training session, but it's always interesting to just do it. This training kit has 3 things in it. Adhesive to hold down the swabbing elements. It has 2 swabs and it has these 2 labels, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first thing is to open the sealed unit, which has 2 swabbing sticks. Obviously you want to open it away from the side which has the Q-tip. You want to open it on this side with the Q-tip being at the bottom. So you can just rip off the top. This is a sample kit. I'm not eligible, I'm not 18 to 40, but I'm going to swab myself just to show you how it is done. So hold out one stick, peel off one of these labels and affix it to the center like a flag and fold it, and then take out the kit. The reason to do it this way is twofold. First of all, the barcode on this label is unique to the envelope and the person who is doing the swab. So each person is unique. And the second thing is, it's a good way to hold this because remember, we do not want any contamination around the Q-tip. So they take one out, you hand it to them, they take this and they swab the inside of their mouth for about 10 seconds, something like this. That's 10 seconds on one side. Then you pretty much take out the other Q-tip, put the flag around it, and then you take that and the swabber can swab the other side of the mouth also for 10 seconds. So one swabbing stick for each side of the mouth. So let's assume we've got both sides done. how do you, as the swabbing person administering the swab, seal the unit? You would very carefully open this up. On this sticker side, there is an edge that you can pull off, which I will demonstrate. Very carefully, you place the Q-tip along the pattern, and then you close the adhesive, something like this. Obviously, when the second one is done, you do it that way. It is very important to not rush this, but to do this very carefully and handle it very carefully. Once you've put the second stick, and let's assume we've done that, you close the envelope and you insert the whole thing into the mailing envelope. Very important, take off the sticker and seal it. And at that point, the person who volunteered to be swabbed is done. Just tell them that they are going to get a text message on their phone in about 2 days, and they must respond to it to complete the process. It's basically a verification that, you know, they agreed to be potential donors and they were swabbed, and to make sure that, you know, no mistakes were made. So do this, and when this is sealed, we shall simply put it away in the stack. One very important thing to remember is, let us not, as the persons administering the swab, just keep envelopes and right in front and have some of them partially opened in order to expedite the process. Those kind of things often lead to mix-ups where the envelope, the outside envelope, and the kit within it might get mixed up. So the right kit does not go into the right envelope. And so we want to avoid that. So handle, if there is a stack of such kits and envelopes on one side, pick one up, deal with it, seal it, put it away, and then take the next one.